The spec on this car is incredible. This one does not have all green ticks, Zach. It's got a problem. So we're back with another private seller video. We've got Zach, subscriber to the channel.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Zach. So we have just had a brief chat off camera. The first thing I noticed about this car, which is probably what everybody will notice, is the colour. Lovely colour, isn't it?
Merlin purple.
The iconic Merlin purple. Such a nice, obviously it's parked next to my purple M3 as well. Where you come from today, Zach?
I'll come from Swindon.
Swindon?
60-ish miles.
That's a bit of a run, yeah.
Yeah.
So you come up today, obviously, get a deal done in your car, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
How come, is that a purple Golf just pulled up? Sorry, we're just looking at your car. Is it purple, is it your car? No. Purple. No way, it's purple cars everywhere. Yeah, she's got a purple jacket on as well. As well, yeah, needs a little bit of a scrub. So, how long you had the car for?
4.5 months.
Oh, not long at all then. Yeah. So, what months do you say you bought it in?
August.
Okay, so what's your reason for selling it?
So I've just accepted a new job.
Okay.
Which is great.
What's the new job?
So I currently work for a distributor of gas detection sensors.
Okay.
Nice and exciting.
Okay.
And so I contact them all the time, and the gas sensor manufacturers asked me to come work for them.
Oh, wicked. So it's within what you're already doing. Yeah. It's just in a better direction, yeah?
Yeah.
Well done, that's good. So have you started your new job yet then?
No, start February 3rd.
So
a month.
Okay, so...
Sorry, can I date the video?
Yeah, well, whenever the video goes live. But yeah, by the time the video goes live, you'll probably be on a roll with your new job, hopefully with a new car, if we can agree something. Yeah. So, so back on to the question, how come you're selling it?
So this new job, so I live in Swindon. My commute is only 9 miles. I do maybe 80 miles a week. So I didn't mind getting something sporty because I thought it
makes sense.
Nice to have.
Yeah.
But the commute is going from 9 miles to about 80.
Wow. Where is the new job?
Down in Portsmouth.
So you're going to be travelling from Swindon to Portsmouth. That is a run, isn't it?
80 miles.
So your beloved TTS has got to go up for sale.
Yeah, so they've got to go up for sale or put too many miles on it.
Yeah. You could do that. Have you considered that?
I have. And I did the run and it got 35 miles to the gallon.
Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. But
I don't feel right putting the miles on it.
So what are you thinking then? Like a diesel or a hybrid or something just cheaper to run?
Diesel probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a hybrid. Mm-hmm. I've been eyeing up an 2020 S4 Avant, so it's a 3-litre diesel sort of.
Okay, the bi-turbo. That's a good shout.
Still a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Also about 50 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, that's good because you're going to be doing motorway miles, I suppose, all the way down to Portsmouth. So that should be all right.
Yeah.
It's an Audi as well, similar type of car, isn't it?
It all looks the same inside, but.
How much are you hoping to get for this?
Yeah, so I bought it in August for 20.
Blimey.
And someone I spoke to offered me 14.
Yeah. Was that in the trade or a private seller, a private buyer?
In the trade.
Okay.
And then Audi Southampton offered me 12.5.
Wow.
4 months later after buying it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is a big drop, isn't it? Okay, so you've had 12.5, you've had 14. I'm guessing you want to try and beat that.
Came into it hoping for 17, and then he said 12.5, and I thought, oh shit.
Ooh, yeah, because that is a shock. But I can imagine the fact that you paid 20 grand for it a few months ago, you want naturally as close to that as possible. But you understand things have dropped a little bit.
Things have dropped.
You ain't done no miles in it. So when you bought it, do you think you overpaid for it? I've not looked at valuations yet, by the way. I
don't know. I don't think so. They're all sort of around 20, early 20s for less miles.
Yeah.
So I thought 20, it's cool, it's purple, I haven't seen any other purple ones.
Yeah, it's so, I don't think I must have seen one before, but I've definitely never had one in stock. What's the mileage on it now?
71,100
okay.
After driving here.
All right.
And I bought it at 68, so I've hardly done a thing.
So yeah, you've done 3,000 miles in it. What year is it? 'Cause it's got the private plate on it.
It's 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
All right.
The original plates in the boot if you wanted them.
Brilliant. And obviously it's filthy dirty, so it's really difficult to tell if it's had any damage or you can see the paint's good. The paint all looks good. Is there anything? Well, I suppose firstly, is there anything wrong with it mechanically? Anything you need to know about?
There's a slight squeak to the front right brake.
Okay.
It had new pads and discs all around in May with the previous owner. Mm-hmm. And then I put new front pads and discs on it in November. So I think those ones are still new, and that's why they're squeaking.
All right, that's fine. That's
Not
brilliant.
100%. And I did slightly curb this wheel.
I was just going to say, so cosmetically, last night, that looks fresh. Amar, bring the camera close, show everyone that curb. Look, that that is awful. Hold on,
At home.
I was going to ask that, how, because it's not on the curb side. So it's you was in the car park, yeah?
Yeah, it's just coming out. There's a sort of bit of curb, and then it goes onto a roundabout. And the traffic was backing up, so I tried to go around and pull in behind someone.
That is annoying. I know them dreaded curbs in car parks, like retail park car parks.
Yeah.
All right, so but cosmetically, is there a couple of marks on the wheels, and is that it?
That's the only mark I know about.
Okay, it's cold, isn't it?
It's cold.
It's 0 degrees.
Yeah, the door was frozen when I tried to open it.
Oh, really?
The frameless doors, they drop down a bit.
Oh, of course. They're a pain, aren't they, in the ice?
Yeah.
I've noticed it's got good spec, yeah? Obviously it's got the colour. We're going to go through spec shortly. The spec on this car is incredible. So we're going to go through that when we get inside. Is it modified at all?
No.
It's completely stock, yeah?
Stop, yeah.
What made you buy a TTS over an S3? There's a question for you. Similar car, same sort of setup. I suppose they're similar. They're not similar, but they're the same platform, aren't they?
Yeah. So I don't have kids. It's just me and my partner. We have 2 cats. So I don't need the space of an S3.
So I guess you probably didn't even look at an S3 then. You only wanted a TT, yeah?
And my car before this was a Golf GTD, so I sort of knew what the Golfs were like. So I wasn't really interested in a Golf R. I like the shape of a TT.
I think they look really good.
I think coupes are just.
It's like a little R8. It's a proper little sports car.
They make me feel cool.
Yeah, well they are. They're cool. They are cool.
Yeah.
I do like them. Well, and you got the performance as well of an Audi S3. So, yeah, I think have I got the key? Have I? Yeah. You got 2 keys, yeah?
I got the other key on me.
Do you know what? That deserves a key check. Look at that. Got that? Focused, Amar, yeah? Nice and focused. It's even got TTS written on the back of it. Look at that. That's a nice key. Yeah, because the only reason why I say about the S3 TTS debate, I say debate or, factor, is I said to you off camera, the demand for a hatch over the demand for a coupe is a massive difference. Yeah. And that's why, as much as I love a TT, trying to sell them sometimes, they're just not the most demanded of cars. Yeah. So it's usually a case of sitting on it at strong money or just trading it out. So we'll work that out when we conclude a deal. Yeah. I was just gonna have a quick look under the bonnet. Dash cam as well, see? Yeah. Did you have that installed?
Yeah, I'm mildly responsible.
That's good. That's good. And maintenance-wise, is it all up to date?
It's up to date. Well, I've had it. Yeah, I've had a gearbox service.
Brilliant.
Haldex oil service. Mm-hmm. I was ready to keep it, sort of look after it.
Yeah, that's good. You've done that, though.
Yeah.
Well, good for me, maybe.
Yeah. I got the paperwork and everything in the boot. I think it's had 5 services since 2016. It's missed a couple.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it missed 2020 and 2021.
Okay, so it's sort of part history.
Yeah, part history, yeah.
It may have been serviced somewhere else during that period, but has it got a water leak? Because the coolant's really low.
I haven't seen a water leak.
And it's only reason I say that, because we've done a lot of water pumps on these engines, and it's quite a big job.
I've never filled up the coolant.
Yeah, well, that's good to know though, because it's not completely empty. So,
it's just.
Do you know what? I do want to point out that all of the bolts are rusty. See that?
Yeah.
And I'm just sort of standing. It's not. It's only everything on the surface though. So it's only these top bolts. So that one's all right. But it's only. I'm only pointing it out because I just noticed it. Look, do you see that? But that one's all right. But that one's not. But the only reason why something would rust is if it got wet. So, dead fly there. He died died in a good way under the bonnet of a TTS. Let's quickly look down there, make sure it ain't leaking nothing. No, it ain't leaking nothing. It's just probably low on coolant. So, all right, let's jump in, Zach.
Yep.
We'll look at the valuations. We'll look at the car vertical report as well.
Yeah.
And we need to go through spec. In fact, should we go through spec now whilst we're stood outside? Because there's probably some bits on the outside of the car. Let's do it.
If you can see them under the dirt.
Yeah. It's a shame it's dirty, because like my car's clean, so it looks a lot more glamorous in comparison, but it's Merlin purple. It must look so good when it's clean.
Yeah. I'll send you a picture if you want to put that on.
Well, yeah, well, we might even get some shots of it if we end up doing a deal. We'll get it cleaned and show everyone at the end of the video. So this car, I'll show you. So it's a 5-star on the spec check there, which is obviously what everyone wants to see. 38 grand new, nearly £9,000 worth of optional equipment, £47,000 total price when it was new. Top one there is the Audi exclusive customised paint. That was £2.5 grand. Yeah. So whoever's bought this car they knew exactly what they wanted, and they've gone to town with a spec. Top one there, obviously, like I say, the paint there. Comfort and sound package. I'm guessing that's the Bose sound.
Bang & Olufsen?
Yeah. Oh, has it got Bang & Olufsen? Oh, okay. Audi Matrix headlights, so they sort of walk round things when you're driving in the dark. Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. That is my car's got that. Yeah. Audi side assist. You probably know that better than I do.
I think that's blind spot monitor.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it probably is that. Yeah. That was £595. By the way, the headlights were 945 quid. Advanced key. With the key, both keys are the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is then.
Mine's got a bit more silver on it, I think.
Oh yeah, it has. It actually has. Yours has got a bit more silver, whereas this one, we'll show everyone on camera with both keys.
Yeah, that's a dome.
That's the back of that one. That's the back of that one.
Yeah.
Random.
And
interesting, though.
Got a silver boot button as well.
Oh yeah, it actually has. Okay, it might be that then. It might be that. An advanced key, 455 quid. Privacy glass, £450. Reversing camera, that's a nice one, £450. Probably reduced vision at the back of this car because it's got such a small back window. Audi Parking System Plus.
Rear sensors, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
With selective display, so you can change the display inside, I guess. Yep. Audi phone box, £325. Brake calipers in red. Yep. 325 quid they charge for that. Cruise control. Oh, I've just messed up my screen. Cruise control, £295. Door mirrors, auto dimming, adjustable folding and heated. Nice, you need that on a day like today. Yeah. Front centre armrest, £175. Speed limit display, that's also a good one, 160 quid. Hold assist, I'm guessing that's the handbrake, £90. And then it's got the customised paint and then the brushed aluminium on the interior dash trims, yeah? I've not even looked at it inside, but it must look nice in there.
Yeah, it's good.
That is a massive spec list for a TT. That is brilliant.
I thought it was a demo car or something like that.
It might well have been.
Well, I've emailed Audi and they said it wasn't.
Okay.
Whether they have record of that, I'm not sure, but...
They must have just had a really particular customer when they sold it new. Because whoever they were, they wanted... it's the police.
I didn't tell you.
I was going to run, but... Right, let's jump in the warm and we'll grab the cameras, get set up, and then we'll go through the rest of it and see where we end up, yeah? Cool. Right, guys, quickly just interrupt you there. It's raining, a bit annoying, it's a bit raining, but I've got the Astra GT here that we're giving away on Planet of Dreams this coming Sunday on the Planet of Dreams Instagram at 9 PM. Don't forget that this is a free entry competition as per every single competition across the whole of the Planet of Dreams website. You get one entry for free and then additional entries they're charged for. I think for the GT is 29p an entry. This car has been fully restored. This is the car that I bought for my brother. If you didn't see the video, him talking about why he no longer wants the car, go and check that out. But it's been fully restored in the Bordeaux red original paint colour. It's got the original GTE Champion alloy wheels. It's obviously one of 250 cars made. They're super rare. It's been restored underneath, restored under the bonnet as well. It's got the famous red top engine under there, and it's all been done with genuine Vauxhall parts. If you've not entered your chance to win it yet, I'll link Planet Dreams in the description below. Good luck for Sunday. Let's get back to the video.
I don't think there's any getting in the back of this one.
No chance, especially not behind me. I can fit my fingers. No, I can't. I can't fit my fingers between me and the back seat. So, yeah. let's have a little look. Where should we start? Let's get the Car Vertical check out of the way. Big thanks to Car Vertical sponsoring this video. I'll link them in the description below. Use my code CCD to get 20% off. I'm sure a lot of you know that, but I'm going to remind you in as many videos as possible. It's so important that you do this because you're going to pick up on things when you buy a used car. Whether you buy a used car or you've got a car currently, it's good to just do it, just to get an idea of the background of your car. Now, straight away, this one does not have all green ticks, Zach. It's got a problem.
Mileage?
Mileage, yeah. So the odometer's come up there to say mileage needs attention. But beyond that, it's got no finance on it.
Yeah.
It's got no damage, which is good. And it's never been stolen before. So the mileage, you sound like you're aware of that.
The last MOT, instead of 64, they wrote 54.
Ah.
But I've got current paperwork where, 54. So it should just be going up, 64.
Of course, you can see the graph there, yeah.
And there's work done, I think that was May sometime. There's work done around June where it's 64 and a half. So
okay,
there
so
are
you've
receipts.
got a receipt for that.
Yeah.
And have you got the invoice from when you bought it?
Yeah.
With the mileage on it?
Yeah.
Which was, what did you say, 68?
Yeah, 68.
So that's going to help that, because that's going to be, otherwise, it's a shame it's the weekend, because we can get that, we can call up and get that removed. Well, I'll say removed. If we've got evidence to back it, then that can be adjusted. What you really want is the MOT garage to admit fault.
Yeah.
And change it there, and I think that is possible, provided it's within a certain time frame, which obviously I think that will be.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you're definitely right. Logic tells you that there's just a simple mistake there.
Yeah.
But again, it's the perfect reason why I tell everyone to do car vertical checks, because although this seems genuine, it makes you think. You could sit in this car now, see it's done 71,000 miles, and think, yeah, this is all good, not do a check, and then it might well have been clocked. Yeah. I'm not saying this car has, because I don't think this car has. But by doing this, it makes you think, makes you look into it further, makes you question things, look at the history now, and just look further into things, and then you can then feel satisfied, even though that has got a yellow flag there, you can then feel satisfied that it's all okay. So let's just scroll down to the timeline. 14 did purple. 5 ownership record changes. Registered May 2016. Oh, so you put the plate on? Is that your?
Yeah, that's my plate. Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
August, you can see when you bought it, and then prior to that, ownership change. That's annoying, isn't it? I had an ownership change just before you.
Yeah.
Someone had it for 2 months. And then before that was the MOT there, which you can see. All right, no problem. So that is, I mean, I'm going to show you, for the benefit of the video, I'm going to show a crashed Audi TT anyway. There you go. Because we always do that. But I kind of don't need to do that in this instance, because there's your example there. There is your perfect example of why you should do your checks, because that sort of stuff does come up on a lot of cars. So again, I'll remind you, Car Vertical is linked in the description below, and use my code CCD to get 20% off. So there's my car dealer university there. Let's just let's now look at valuations. My car dealer university, which I haven't actually told everyone about at the point of filming this video, but I'm going to be coaching people how to do car dealing, so you can learn within that how to be a car dealer, how to earn money in the car trade, and how I've done it myself. So I'm sure everyone sees it on YouTube anyway, but we're doing that as well now, so I'll also link that below. So enter reg, 71,000 miles, 4 former keepers, which we just found out on Car Vertical, purple. Valuations, this is the interesting bit. In fact, you can see the MOTs there on enter reg as well, so you can see 31, 34, 43, 50, 56, 62. That's the one there, isn't it?
Yeah, 60, 54.
And then 54. So the next, yeah, that is annoying. Yeah. It's a very common mistake that people make, that MOT testers make. Any MOT testers watching now, have you ever made that mistake? Because I've seen it a lot, and it is irritating. The trade valuation on this car, according to Auto Trader, is £13,000. Yeah, just over 123, 13,123. The trade according to CAP is 14,600. Okay, in clean condition. Retail is 17 grand, and then 17,800 on cap. And then if we look at this is the interesting bit for me. The retail valuation on Auto Trader there, this is the Auto Trader Insight, is 17, just over 17 grand. The retail rating is 22 out of 100. That's the demand of this car on the open market within an area of, I think it's 100 miles from this site. So it's a very low demand car. It says the average days to sell 59 days. So to anyone that buys this car and advertises it for that money, it's going to sit in stock for 2 months. So that there's a big factor for me. You said you've been offered 12 and a half, then 14, yeah?
Yeah, 14 was part exchange against, I was looking at a Volkswagen Up GTI. Good fun.
Okay, so naturally a part exchange value is probably going to be a bit higher.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The 12 and a half was also part exchange, but that was Audi, and they were just sending it to auction. Okay,
let's drive it, yeah? Yeah, definitely completely stocked.
Yeah.
Very peaceful. It's got the drive select. Let's put it in dynamic, yeah? There you go, a little bit more noise. I can see the blind spots blinking at me.
Yeah. It's got all the digital aircon as well, like all this is an option.
Okay.
Because normally that's just plastic dials.
Ah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a nice feature, I like that.
Yeah. And like the heated seats as well, you can turn them and just
press the button. So neat, isn't it?
Really like it.
I like that. I know that's your...
Oh, that's my music.
Yeah, let me turn that. But you can hear the bass in them speakers, even on low volume.
Yeah.
They sound so good.
Yeah, the person that I bought this from, he said that he went through and checked all the speakers and none of them had blown.
Okay.
I haven't noticed any blow, but he said that that was a common problem.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jake.
Yeah, that's interesting. The seats as well, you've got like the quilted leather.
Yeah.
TTS seats.
They're heated, but they're not anything else. But
no, they're electric, though.
Yeah,
they're
sorry,
yeah.
The passenger's electric as well. I believe that's an option.
Okay.
Which is fun.
So hold on, it's like an R8, I guess. So the camera and that comes up on the dash here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one we bought from White Brewer. The Peugeot. They must be buying it. Get that one sold.
Nice. Yeah, it all comes up on the dash and parking sensors when they come up as well. So it's really strange coming down this road.
I bet, because you're familiar with the roads. Yeah, a lot of people say that.
That gold Golf R.
The gold Golf R. Everyone knows about that car.
The benchmark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
nice.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Is that what he's going to say? It's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame to get rid of. It's just nice. Because I don't do many miles right now, so I was happy getting a high mileage one because it's good spec. Yeah. I'm just gonna, fire about in it.
Yeah. I think that's a good point that you've made there though, because I talk about this a lot. Would you trade off mileage over spec? I personally would. I'd much rather have a specky car with high mileage than a low spec car with low mileage.
Yeah.
Because you've got to live with a low spec car, and I don't know. Yeah. Even this car on the road being Merlin purple, it looks completely different to every other TT.
Yeah.
Not to say like white or black ain't nice, but it's purple.
Yeah.
It's different.
Where do you see purple TTs?
You just don't. I don't know why. Like, why are there not more purple TTs?
That's a $2.5 grand option.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you're right.
Whoever did that, thank you very much.
Yeah, well done.
That's a nice spec. And it's already done quite a lot of miles, 71,000 in 8 and a bit years.
Yeah.
Well, less than 8 and a bit. No, 8.5. Oh, well.
Yeah, we're in 2015 now, aren't we? You can get your head around that.
Oh, God.
2025, not 2015. Even I'm getting it wrong. Brain's not working. But yeah, no, it ain't bad mileage for the age of the car, you're right.
Yeah, and I would even it out by not doing many miles in it. So I would have been happy to keep that.
Keep hold of it, yeah.
Because then it'd be 10 years old with...
Yeah, with a reasonable amount of miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all driving straight, it's pulling well.
Goes like stink.
It does. Well, it's basically a Golf R, which obviously I'm super familiar with.
Yeah. Oh, the DSG pops as well.
Yeah, they just Do you know what? They sound really good on this.
Yeah.
Not to say they don't on a Golf R, but they sound quite, I don't know, like a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, it's a 2016 as well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have all the filters.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird being a passenger in it.
Yeah. Everyone says that. It is funny being a passenger in your own car. Usually they feel a bit quicker.
Yeah. Oh my god, is that what I'm putting my friends through?
Yeah, that is exactly what you put your friends through. Yeah, I think I realised it's fine, but I'm just sort of.
You're having fun.
I'm having fun now. I'm no longer at work. I'm just having fun in the TTS. Yeah, I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
I think the negatives, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, like for anyone watching, when you're buying a car, obviously when you want to try and get a car for as low as possible, because that's what you want to do when you're a car trader, yeah? You're here to earn money. You need to play on the negatives, right? So at this point of the video, we are going to play on these negatives.
Yeah.
And they are the curved wheel.
Yep.
The rusty screws under the bonnet, which we've established that this car was originally registered in Scotland. And even your dad's Scottish, was just chatting to your dad off camera with me. The moisture in the air in Scotland, obviously by the sea, it's literally just the external screws. As you come further in, they're all fine.
Yeah.
So that makes complete sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just needs 4 or 5 screws replaced under the bonnet. But yeah, it's something that I noticed, right?
Yeah.
History, you said, is patchy.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You've had the Haldex done as well, so that's a positive. So currently it's all up to date.
Gearbox done as well.
Gearbox is really important.
Yeah.
Especially for us when we resell it. It's you know, the warranty will cover the gearbox providing it's been up to date service wise. So the other thing was rear tyres need replacing. And there was something else. What was it? Oh, the discrepancy on the mileage, which we've instantly established is nothing. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I know what you've paid for it, which is like sometimes when I'm buying a car and someone tells me what they paid for it and it's what you've told me, that makes my job a little bit more difficult, because it's a bit like I look at book values and I think that's harsh.
Yeah.
Like that is a big hit.
You just go, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this car at 17 grand, which I see, that's where I see it at.
Yeah.
If it is a low, I think the colour will help it be demanded, because the Auto Trader rating probably doesn't know that it's purple.
Yeah.
But it will know that it's a high spec car. But then you can punch spec in, and it might bring that up slightly.
Yeah.
But either way, in my experience, TTs in general ain't the most demanding cars. But this is definitely a very nice one, right?
Yeah.
It needs a bit of prep.
Yeah.
My offer for this car, in its current condition, would be £13,000. How does that sit with you?
One second.
I know. My offer is 13 grand, and that's a firm offer.
Okay.
Okay. How do you? And you don't need to sell it right now. I know you'd like to.
Yeah.
How does that sit with you?
13's still
Too
hard. It's more than the 12.5 that Audi offered me.
And it is an outright buy as well.
Yeah.
So your other options are try and advertise it yourself. You can try and shop around on the trade platforms like, you know, We Buy Any Car, Carwow, Motorway.
Yeah.
Enter Reg as well.
Yeah.
Obviously you've ended up with us anyway. You know, you've always got that option to shop around, haven't you?
Yeah. Do you sell cars on behalf of people? Is that something?
Yeah,
you do
that's something we can do, and we can aim to return you more money.
Yeah.
That is an option. If you want more money for it, we can try and get you more money for it.
Okay.
The prep you would pay for.
Yeah.
So we'd charge you up front for the prep.
Okay.
We'd put a fresh MOT on it as well, and then we'd sell it and charge a fee on the sale.
Correct mileage on the MOT?
We'd we'd get the correct mileage on the MOT, and we'd also correct the mistake. We'd look to get that corrected. Well, we'd try to.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's a bit of a challenge, but yeah, we could look to do that. So you
nice
could leave
free tips.
Yeah, and hopefully then we'd achieve full green ticks.
Yeah.
But that is an option. We could return you more money, so it might get you an extra £1,000, but you know it's hard to know until we agree we get it sold.
Yeah.
So
it's not an instant no to 13. As hard as that is to swallow.
No. I think it's good, and I say it all the time. That's why I do these videos, because they're real life scenarios.
Yeah.
When I part with my £13,000 today, I've now not got that to put into any other cars. I could buy 2 cars at sort of £6,000 each.
Yeah.
And they might sell quicker.
Yeah.
Within 30 days, and I might get a couple of grand out of each one of them, and then go and spend that money again twice over in the 60 days that I've got this car sat around. So
yeah,
you know, I do think about that a lot. Demand is, in my opinion, as a car dealer, it is the most important thing. It's so important.
Yeah.
It's entirely what matters.
And with that Auto Trader portal thing earlier, you said it'll sit around for on average 59 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's tied up for 2 months.
2 months. That's
13
13 grand tied up for 2 months, and I reckon I could rotate that money through a good few cars in that 60 days. 59 days. So, but I do know that the spec and the colour of this car will help it. So don't just listen to me saying, "Oh, look at the Auto Trader valuation, demand rating." Sorry. This is a very unique spec car, and it might just be, you know, it might sell straight away. Yeah. So there is, you know, there's always two sides.
I think I bought it a couple of days after it went up on Auto Trader.
Perfect example. And you bought it because of the colour. Yeah.
I didn't want a black, white or grey car, you know, because I just wanted a bit something fun. Yeah. Because you get yellow TTs as well, they look good.
Yeah, yellow TTs. Do you know what? I passed one some days on my way home from work. They look so good. Yeah. I think it's Vegas yellow. Yeah. They look really, really good. It changes the car. It changes how you feel about your car. When it's a different colour, it's money well spent buying a colourful car. Yeah. So, and that will probably happen again when it goes on the open market. Yeah. So if you want, you can leave it with us and we can advertise it for you. Or you can have a little think right now. Yeah, we don't have to agree nothing on camera. Yeah. And I can come back to everyone and let them know shortly what we've agreed. Yeah. I can go back as well and have a little look and see if I can do anything more on my offer. Yeah. Have a think about it. Yeah. I think the obvious thing to do is I can have a little look on Auto Trader myself now and just see if there's any other purple ones about, any other similar spec cars. See where we feel this car would sit on the market, because we're just currently looking at a screen and looking at these valuations. It might look far too cheap at 17 grand on the open market. So why don't we head back, have a look at what we feel now, and then that can give you an idea of whether you want to take an offer now to sell it outright, or be patient and we'll sell it for you at whatever the amount of money is. Yeah. With an intention of returning you more. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll head back, check out the market, and see what we conclude from there. Yeah. Yeah. Sorted. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. So after we headed back, Zach decided not to rush into a decision, and he headed off back home with the TT. So I decided to have a good look around the market to see what comparable cars were available. And if I'm honest, there wasn't much at all. And in fact, there was only one single other purple TTS available in the country. And that car was advertised for £27,500. But it was a lot newer and it had done around half the amount of miles. So I didn't have much to go by. After a lot of thinking, I decided to increase my offer from £13,000 to £14,000. But when I called Zach to give him the news, he decided he no longer wanted to sell the car. I was gutted. And then the next morning, the phone rang. Zach's accepted my offer. On it. So he dropped the car back and we done the deal. We then got the car PDI'd, we replaced all the screws under the bonnet that needed replacing, replaced the rear tyres, stuck a fresh MOT on it, gave it a good old valet, and after all them few final touches, it made a lovely car. So we got it up for sale, and literally just before this video went live, the car sold. I'll link Planet of Dreams in the description below. The Astral GT is going this Sunday. I'll also link Car Vertical in the description below. Make sure you use my code CCDs to get that 20% off. And finally, Enter Reg will be in the description below as well. If you're a private seller, you want to sell your car, go to Enter Reg, enter your reg and your mileage, and you'll be faced with offers from car traders all over the country. Hit like if you like this video, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.